Hi guys, Nai here. Welcome to the third episode, playing as Al Falah in this warmongering campaign. And I'm torn between going full out on war and building up my empire. Let's get started with this episode. Our next research, we finished the cognition, should be again something that gives us supremacy. Although we have already 9 levels, and that is a huge amount. I might go for autonomous systems or collaborative thought. Collaborative thought, especially because of the pre-cook project, that adds additional 2 levels of veterancy to my military units. But in order to get pre-cook project, I need cinemas. That means cinemas wells. Let's go for alien science. We unlocked a new item upgrade, a new unit upgrade. Yeah, artillery can become educators, these 20% strength when next to friendly unit, and inherently 20% when attacking cities. Now the artillery is definitely worthy. Nospech finished the dry dock. It should get itself a worker to get these cinemas online. Hrabrost I have access to now. I could build a gene garden for health, having some health issues right now. That's 2, Farmer Lab 2 as well. Let's get Farmer Lab first. Our capital can go work on the gene garden. I have not got a lot of workers, but they are very important here. Let's build some route with route to mode here. The worker will now create 3 tiles of road. Let's have a quick look at my affinities tree. We got all these basic perks. Traders can pass through miasma. We got some culture, 1 science, 1 some energy. We are stronger against aliens and have orbital coverage next to any tile with Phyrexiid, and 25% less maintenance for units. That's just adding more available energy for buildings and for new units. At level 12 we will get 1 production from node improvements, which we don't have yet. And at level 15 we can build the Emancipation Gate project. Not in this playthrough. No. We are not going back to Earth and subjugate our fellow humans that were left behind. We are totally settling this new place. The CNDRs will move through these land styles here. I've got 400 diplomatic capital, which is enough to increase, say, my default perk. I'm not using city developments right now, and let me check trade routes. I can have 1 in Ard, Eintracht, Farah. Okay, let's buy some trade convoys. I can only buy it in Ospech. I cannot buy 1 in Eintracht because this city is puppeted. I am not able to purchase or change productions, not even change the focus. And I can now have additional trade route from Sarik. Let's build it. Let's explore a bit over here. How is the lay of the land? And see, alright, Liquor is coastal and is next to this little island. This will be no problem to take. And there is 1 city over here. It looks like, yeah, that should be a land city. However, I cannot access it from my standpoint here. I wonder what are these. This is probably a land tile. Well, and this Needlejet is fully healed. I will rebase it over to Eintracht. Now Farah can make a trade route over to Golden Bell Temple. That might not be a bad idea. More production. In that case, let's go to the capital. The capital can go make the trader to Golden Bell Temple now and have this auto renew, and 1 more in Uzbek, an international one to Magan or Deep Castle might be a good choice. The strategic resources are not as important. Let's work with Deep Castle. This looks like this is actually probably an aquatic city. There it is, Prosperity. I can bombard it, but I cannot capture it with my ships. I should probably capture one of the puppeted cities, even though I have absolutely stifled my growth to almost to zero. Let's take Eintracht, annex it. That will not take long. Now Farah finished the alien preserve. It can now build holosuits and observatories and neurolabs, all these Firaxid resource dependent buildings. But autoplant first, and I will park my ships over here. I can build academies now. Well, it's something better to work than farms. All the food that is produced on the farm will be wasted. Get rid of farms now. Yes, let's go to art and replace these farms on the algae with proper improvements. I see I finished the quest with the cave here. Let's look at that. An elemental fate. Deep within the caves, the expedition team reveals a scientific marvel. Massive cavern is home to a large cinemas lake. Wandering slowly above are countless floatstone boulders and jagged fire-exite crystals line the cave walls. All three special strategic resources of this planet. Against all odds, a large orb of cinemas is found hanging in the air. On a floating boulder below it, our missing soldier's gear is found discarded. Did our soldiers interact with this electrified orb? News reached the surface of this cinema's doorway. Our experts are unsure on how to proceed, and you go mine the cave, send a probe, or send a rescue team. Let's send the robotic probe to go supremacy. Another expedition at the alien nest, at the cave here. The alien preserve quest will give me 1 science and 2 energy from alien preserves, or 5 healing to all units. Let's take the 5 healing. Let's start using the Firaxid here. And I will send this worker over to Aswadadia. I didn't realize I have quite a few. I do have quite a few workers already that are lacking some work. Well, based on my positioning of these units, I am going to capture some cities, going to war. And I think Elodie is the natural target here. In that case, let's go and take her out. And Hrabros will build Gene Garden. The explorer goes back and make an expedition here. Send the probe. Okay, there is Central. I have discovered how to get there and see that she also has one aquatic city. This worker will get out and work on these cinemas, but first improve some coast. Let's make a farm, why not? My capital finished the Gene Garden and is now producing 6 help. I need a bit more. Let's build a city nursery. I wanted to replace these farms with something different, probably a bit more useful. There is an alien siege worm in near Aswadadida. It was going after this trade convoy, but luckily it escaped. And I will build academies near Farah. Here we get alien sciences for the cinema as well. So the next research will definitely be the collaborative thought for Precook project. Building something in Uzbek laboratory, for example. Clinic in Serik. Serik has produced the trade convoy. I will get science again from Deep Castle because it's worth if you are cooperating. It's good to get the science with your ally or cooperating partner. And as you can see, based on the score, Duncan Hughes is the last, Anjumur is the second. My bet is they went for sea improvement and forgot they can build colonists and just, or they have lost their initial colonies they built to aliens. Only now they are getting their other cities out. Aquatic gameplay is quite tough for the AI here. Here we got another virtue. I might go into brutal efficiency for strategic resources, or simply go down to channeled wrath. I would probably like to get public security right now. It will give me 3 from virtues, but even so, it's something. Okay, waste your capital. I'm going to attack you soon. See, the aliens are now green, they're only neutral. I have stopped destroying them, destroying their nests. Let's improve with diplomatic capital our own trade here. Yield from the city developments increased by 200%. How that would calculate? 50% of the production goes into the secondary resource, and that is pretty huge when you talk about converting like 31 production into 15 science. It's essentially doubling the science from the city. I'm going to declare war on Elodie because I simply want her cities. Want to take her out of the game as well. I will bombard Ainza and take it. Let's create a puppet. I will bombard these units as well, so they will not try to attack the city and recapture it. I may have made an error. No, it was just the cancelled agreement. It was a cancelled agreement to Elodie from me. What I should get in terms of agreements is more health. That could be given by civil infrastructure. Let's write for something easy like orbital defense net here. Okay, he agrees to that at least. This spy satellite is useless now, but it provides vision at least. Okay, I'll keep it there. The Elemental Fate quest. The probe has been lost. Moments after entering the cinema's doorway, it began sending signals to our equipment. Strong Phyrexian readings. Not one from one location, but from many, all across the globe. Our instruments began to register more and more Phyrexian locations that suddenly stopped. All communication with the probe was lost. Luckily, we still have the information it sent us, and we can see Phyrexian locations worldwide and got level 10 of supremacy. Now let's have a look. Yes, I can see a bit more of the Phyrexian than before. Before it was only revealed by alien nest, but I got some information about the lay of the land. It looks like this is one big continent here. Maybe there is some bay here and the bay over here, but this looks like a big land. I didn't learn much, needless to say. Of energy, let's purchase an explorer that is quite cheap. We'll buy something in Eintracht as well. Let's say an auto plant, and we'll continue with. I will buy an auto plant here, continue with Neurolab. And unluckily, this Phyrexian mine was pillaged. Well, I will have to change that. The roads are now finished, and I will pull this road over to Falah. But probably this road is not important at all, since there is so much water around. I will circumvent all these alien sea dragons. It seems they're locked in here in the ice. And my arbiters will move forward. Now Uzbek, we have access to Vupuyalan. Uzbek will produce a network. And I can start attacking Lacur, but first I will transfer my needle jets over to Ainza. That is not as far, and I can simply move them over. My ships have gone stronger since the last time I was attacking. I need the Xenema as well here, and my arbiters. Yes, which one? This one was shot it 3 times. There is an Franco-Iberian cruiser down here. My capital will simply destroy it or drive it away because there's only one of that. The AI is very ineffective in this, and I can either heal or strengthen this arbiter. I will simply make it stronger and fire upon the capital here and capture it with the tenet. I will take these. Yeah, let's take this CNDR and take prosperity. Quest for dry docks will give me 10% of production for naval units. These awakened needle jets, can they strike prosperity? No, they cannot. I will need to rebase them again to the newly captured liquor. You see, I can easily rebase these aircrafts to simply puppeted cities. I will purchase in Asbat Adida the auto plant, as I promised. And I have made a mistake. Franco-Iberia recovered their capital. It was recaptured by LD. The tenet that was in the city was destroyed, and since all of my jets were in that city, they were all destroyed as well. I need to build and purchase my air force again. In that case, let's fire upon this gunner first and upon the city next. I have an issue because I don't have a melee unit in here. I'll need to move this CNDR in position. Bros will make a trade depot. Yes, as I thought, these aliens are locked in here. Eintracht could build a tenet, but I think it's easier to just purchase it. That's the bad part about going to war. You don't even build the military units, you just buy them. Well, in that case, Farah needs to build a needle jet. It looks like yes, I can move around Liqueur and capture prosperity from sea, but I will need to be able to capture it actually. And these arbiters will destroy all her units. I'll pillage this, get some healing, and destroy the armor. I need 3 more meteorite craters for the quest. And 2 master register buildings. I forgot about that one. Quest for Gene Garden, Garden of Eden. I can get 1 additional health or 4 energy. Let's go for 4 energy. We'll start the works on Needlejet. There is a tenet. I think I should move it forward, just in case I need it. And I think I don't need to keep these arbiters in range. In that case, let's hide behind until this CNDR is able to land and take the city. This whisper might be lost. It's not discovered yet. Or maybe it is. Yeah, it is. It says it is spotted by this Tide Hunter. In that case, I will shoot it down, and perhaps I will be not undiscovered. I can hide in the deep sea. Net neutrality, network, fleet maintenance, or 1 culture. Let's go with 1 more culture. I need to move this CNDR securely onto the land. Let's go hop onto this hill, then move around and take the city from land. Alright, Serik will produce a spy satellite. I need vision, and it looks like this whisper was not destroyed, but I can now only fire on these cruisers. The CNDR lands here. This trade route from Uzbek will go to Adept Blue. Uda must be cooperating. Well, I don't think so. You are the next on my chopping block. You are the strongest here, along with Susan Fielding, and I'm picking on the simple prey, or easier prey here. Now I will attack this Tide Hunter. We are spotted. I'll move the CNDR forward. Remember, it is quite a defensive unit, and I will destroy these units that might be reinforcing here. I've got quite enough diplomatic capital, Let's manage personality traits and change domestic trait into something probably more useful. Yield from internal city trade routes. Defensive might be okay, but I'm actually on the offensive. I'd like to be more commercial and get the city energy yield instead of culture. Here my CNDR was bombarded by the city and my whisper by naval units. I need to repair this Ferrexit, but with the siege worm here, let's build a road. Alright, and let's capture Liqueur. Here, 1, 2, 3. And the CNDR can march in. Create a puppet, and Franco-Iberia lost its capital. Let's destroy this alien Macara. It's absolutely amazing, red brownish in color, and get the 28 science. Here we've got the cinema as well, and finally Uzbek is growing at least. Okay, they are settling wildly along this river. Remember, for a domination victory or conquest, I don't need all the cities, I just need the capitals. My capital can build the repair facility. Let's try and strike this worm with my aircraft. No, not really. Let's rebase. As you can see, I cannot go far. I can only go to Aswadadida in one turn. Again, my whisper is discovered. There are not enough places I can bombard Prosperity now. I think it was down here before. Only attack it with one ship at a time. This CNDR will heal in the city instead. And you can see it's healing pretty fast with 35 per turn. Now Elodie has declared war on Huntama. She is the weak one here, but obviously he has angered her, and that angered me as well. Let's see, quest for DNA division, city nursery. Let's take the 5% production for military units, and our virtue will give us brutal efficiency for more strategic resources. I'll build some naval units here in art. Go a whisper first. Okay, there is a meteorite crater. After this, I will only need 2 more. This needlejet can now try to attack the siege worm, and even though the unit is really weak, I can easily attack it and not get destroyed. I wonder how the alien siege worm can attack an air unit or retribute, but obviously it can. He has the quest Steel Synapse. Our research into neural mapping has revealed the potential to link minds through circuitry, thereby creating a true collective consciousness. Imagine it, our entire civilization thinking as one. The advantages this would give us are staggering. Let's build 3 cell cradle buildings. That is obviously a supremacy flavored quest. I will definitely finish it. But this unit needs to retreat, and the CNDR should definitely move forward. And this needlejet needs healing. Keep going to Deep Castle, yes. Okay, another quest. Establish network in Gyeongsang. Let's assign Talib into Gyeongsang. We finished 1 needlejet. Let's build a spy satellite. Needlejet can now attack the alien siege worm. It didn't do much damage, but that was all the bits of damage are dangerous. Bombard Prosperity. Bombard it some more. And I can see the Tide Hunter, the submarine is in the city of Prosperity, and the Stanet can take it. Well, that was our last city. Very well, I will take ballistics, why not? All the capital, all the energy. Picking on the weak ones has the obvious disadvantages that there is nothing you can take from them. And given that we are at Supremacy level 10 and Purity level 4, I can upgrade CNDR into True CNDR, which will make it stronger and it's especially defensive. Let's take 30% when defending. And this CNDR doesn't have to capture prosperity anymore. Now I will open a trade route to... Yeah, let's go to Deep Castle again. I'm making him stronger, but he's the last one. He definitely needs it. And I've got a lot of energy saved up. Should build something in Aswat Adida, something that helps the city. I'm building a neural lab. Let's buy a holosuit as well. I would need additional population here, but that's not possible. Let's purchase a rocket battery in our capital. And obviously Freeland is accessible from sea, but there is only one unit, so this enemy will be tough to deal with. That's what I did. I will build a network. This worker finished the first of my academies. Let's build. Do I want to build any more? No, this one is not even used. Farah doesn't have the population to work it. Do I need the worker? Yeah, let's go to Castellan. It has some tiles that need to be improved. Let's attack the alien siege worm once more, or twice more. Unfriendly to me because he reached affinity level 5 in harmony. Susan Fielding is very balanced. Duncan Hughes might be one of ours. Jamoon is also balanced, but weak. We are at affinity level 10 and nothing can stop us. Nothing will stand in our way. I can now heal my jets. Guiding missiles quest for rocket battery. I can get 5 city strength or 1 city orbital strike range. 5 city strength. I will withdraw this worker to safety. I will let Pembela get founded, and after that I will probably declare war. The problem with Huntama is that he has inland cities. For that I will need my artillery and more range units, definitely. And the CNDR here will not be enough. An educator in that case. 1 educator might not be enough. There is meteorite crater. Good. And I will make an expedition out here. My capital will also make a spy satellite, and I will launch them quite soon. Probably learn the locations of these meteorite craters that I need to find. Pembela was founded. I know I promised I will attack as soon as it gets founded, but let's not hurry. Destroy the siege worm instead. Here it is, and we found the alien skeleton. I've got diplomatic capital to improve commercial. Let's increase the energy yield so that I can buy more stuff.
United we stand, divided we fall.
He doesn't want me to attack, but he knows I'm going to. Now Duncan Hughes and Hunter Moon are fighting, and we got collaborative thought. Let's build ourselves a precog project. Alright, we are finished up here. I am going for the cell cradles next. Probably the synthetic thought with suburbs and angels. Let's go down for artificial intelligence. And since we got to 11 supremacy, we can upgrade our units again into heralds. 20% when attacking wounded units. Disciples, upgraded into apostles. They will be a support unit, 10 HP healed for every adjacent unit. And the tenants, they might not be very useful now, but they will reveal invisible enemy units. Seric will produce 1 edict. Yeah, 1 edict melee ship. Herald is not used here. Rebase it to Eintracht. We got ourselves a covered operation agent and can make a network in Gyeongsang. This spy satellite can be launched somewhere where it provides a lot of vision. It would be fine if I had a lot of vision over here, but this might make it get it shut down. So launch it somewhere where it is not dangerous viewing this place. Okay, there's a small lake and unpassable terrain around here with just one small pass next to Axiom, but Central is the important city. And I should actually annex one of these cities. I think Prosperity is the best candidate for that. Let's annex the city, hamper our growth to 0. That will clear out soon. But I don't need the growth at all. I just need the production. Eintracht is not the city to produce in. Build a useful clinic. Economic overview. Which city is the most productive? Art, Zarek, Prosperity. Aswadadida. Well, the unhealth really hampers my cities. There's another siege worm. Okay. Can this herald strike at Pembela? Yes, it can. Let's attack this instead. Mindshare, the neural lab quest gives me 1 health or 10% production for military units. Let's go with this. This herald will heal up. There is intrigue in art, so I will have to use counterintelligence, and this city will build the Precock project for additional veterancy levels. I will launch another spy satellite. This time this can be explored by this explorer. Let's go north instead and place it over here. Yes. A lot of aliens. Frenzied, there will be a lot of them. I'm glad I don't have to send explorers up there. We got an additional free level up in Affinity. Our worker was killed by siege worm. It's not fine, but whatever now. Unspach will go and produce research development, 7 science from that, and a free affinity level will go towards supremacy. And we can have arbiters into vindicators. These will carry an aircraft, overseers into executors. I don't have any, but they have 1 more attack every turn. Let's take the range as well. This spy satellite will be launched down here and will reveal much of these lands. And it looks like the last crater is not even here. That doesn't leave many places where it could be. And I will rebase this herald onto this vindicator and this herald onto this vindicator. This way I don't even have to make any aircraft carriers. And vindicators now have +1 range. That means 3 range, which is absolutely huge area of effect. There is a city of Jimbumba. Good to know there is one. Hrabros doesn't need to build anything special. Let's go for network as well. Aswadadia should start building some units, and I think a ranged one like Educator would be fine. Prosperity will restore in 1 turn. Yes, we can start purchasing something in the Prosperity. But there is a unit stationed, and that should be this edict. Why can't I purchase anything? Ah yeah, the city is not under our control yet. There is still under martial law 1 turn remaining. Alright, Quest Unseen Forces from observatories will give me 2 orbital coverage, would be fine, but 5 city strength. Now I can change production in Prosperity. Let's get ourselves a recycler first, and I will purchase an Educator. In order to attack the cities on land, I need some relevant units. The turn is 165. I will now, at this turn, attack Hutama. Let's go to war. And I will land this Educator. This Apostle will go to the sea, and this Vindicator will take out the CNDR, will move forward. The CNDR will attack one of these gunners and take it out. Let's steal science from Central, and I need to wake up these Whispers and Vindicators. Edict will stay just out of range. Is there anything waiting, sleeping? Yes, this submarine. It should just try to get some kills. Okay, a lot of my units were attacked. I shouldn't have gotten this educator onto this island. Unfortunately, now Rangi is in range of this Vindicator. You will have to deal with this. Whisper will deal with this cutter, as well as this. There is Fielding, she's going into harmony as well. This Whisper will destroy this gunner. You can see we are now at -35 colony health. We are getting growth again. My diplomatic capital will go into more energy yield quite soon. But you can see our attire has changed again. And Arshakisk is looking very nice in this orange. We got additional free level of affinity and a cover agent. Let's look at these artifacts. I will use these artifacts in order to get the Vapor Shield perk. All units gain 100% when defense when embarked. It will be useful because I will have embarked units. Let's destroy some embarked units of theirs. There are some units out here at Liqueur and they are no match for either the city or my units. And I will capture Pembela with Apostle. Create a puppet. Can now attack. It cannot attack the city from here, but I might. It's also heal. Well, probably Rangi is safe. But I can bombard these units here. Also have an aircraft, the Herald, that can strike on the city. And the CNDRs will take it. Puppet it. Everything at Rangi. There is nothing that can retake it in one turn. I will now move the Whisper to position near Freeland. The Vindicator and the second Vindicator will move in position to bombard. Herald will also strike it, and I will take the city with Edict. It's quite possible he will retake it. We got a free affinity level. We should have done this before. Go up in supremacy. We can upgrade Whispers into Shroud. Again, 40% against submarine units, and Prophets, the tank units, can become Redeemers. They will ignore Zone of Control and Levitate. We got additional covered agents. Let's say Mamun goes to our capital Art. It looks like Hutama is down to one city. And that is Jimbomba, which cannot be attacked from the sea. Well, it could if I took this Vindicator out. It will be sieged by CNDRs. It is strong, but it will not last long. Alright, he has not retaken Freeland here, and will not be able to. Road cannot attack anything. In that case, move Vindicators forward, and they cannot attack anything either. Not the best of situations, but I have these aircrafts, these jets that can strike the weaker one down, and this aircraft, Herald, strike the other one. Let's move the Educator forward, and these CNDRs as well. Captured something at Rangi, and I will set it to build improvements automatically. Strange where it goes. We got additional virtue that will go into integrated arms for even stronger units. Yeah, let's take this Vindicator and attack the Siege Worm here. This Educator goes forward. Perhaps it will not be needed. And the Edict stays in the city defending. There is artificial intelligence. We can now build cell cradles. Let's check our next research. That should be synthetic thought. And we will need will not need hypercomputing because we're not going for Emancipation Gate. But I would like to go for the Angel or the Carver. The Carver is very hard to get, and it's only level 7 in Supremacy. Yep, let's go for the Angel first. Can upgrade Nana Hive into Prime Nana Hive. Okay, +2 sight. Finished Edict. Yes. Let's switch it over to Research Development. Farah will go research development as well. We don't need it. We don't need our cities anymore. This educator will set up for a ranged attack and attack the city. This educator will move forward as well, and the CNDR will strike these units down. I will take down this cutter. That is a very old-fashioned unit now. And let's move the Vindicator into free land. Can it attack something more? No, it cannot. Now this Vindicator should go to the coast, and yep, there are hills and cannot reach Jimbomba. 1, 2, 3. Theoretically, I could reach it from here. Attack some aliens deep in the... Yeah, let's target these manticores over there. I will purchase some buildings, namely in Aswad Adida, this cell cradle. I will need it for a quest, say in Rabrost, a cell cradle. Yeah, art. I don't have enough energy, but... Okay, next turn then. This educator will strike Jimbomba. This one will move forward, set up a ranged attack and attack Jimbomba. It's on a hill, so it can range it. Now it can strike the city, and I will take it with this CNDR. Bam. Alien adaptation, which is not very useful, but 1 food from workbench is nice. I will take that. All of your energy, all of your capital. Thank you very much for participation. Reach level 5 in harmony. In this case, I will make an exception and I will annex the city. I will annex all of these cities. It will generate a huge amount of unhealth, but I do not care by now. I will annex all the cities and then have their yields as my yields. Let's do it all in one big sweep. We are 117 in negative colony health, and I have hampered myself fully. Pembela as well. Annex it. But it allows me to have control over these cities. Let's attack some aliens for additional science. Not that it is important. We'll build by the cell cradle in art. I have finished the quest Steel Synapse. We are joined now, a collective consciousness through which we shall accomplish great things. 24 affinity towards supremacy and 105 science. You can upgrade educators now into ambassadors. Both of these choices are pretty good. -1 setups are fine. Attack over terrain obstacles as well. All terrain will cost 1 movement and the unit will levitate. I think I will pick the -1 setups, so that it doesn't need to set up and can fire after moving. Attack over terrain obstacles is nice. I can avoid terrain obstacles by now. Alright, next turn. We got additional free level up in affinity. And I will leave the rest for the next. This time I have captured 2 enemies, Elodie and Hutama. I've brought my empire to absolute unhealth, and I have switched most of my cities into research development. Of course, we are at supremacy level 14, soon to be 15 and more. We are an absolute powerhouse here, and we'll roll and steamroll over the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies probably in the next episode. This is not very fun, but very quick game. Thank you all for watching. See you next time in the 4th and probably the final episode. Let's finish this campaign. Bye.